Okay, so good evening. Welcome to the first lecture of mensuration. Now, am I audible? My screen is clear. Yes, am I audible? Okay, good. तो जैसा कि मोहिमन आपने बोला था कि जो आपके मींस थर्ड टेस्ट का कोर्स है तो उसी अकॉर्डिंग प्रोसीड करें जैसे इसमें सरफेस एंड वॉल्यूम एरिया ऑफ पैराग्राम एंड दीज थिंग्स वर देयर. So we are proceeding with the chapter that is mensuration, that is from NCERT, and that covers all those topics which are going to come. Okay, so let us start with this mensuration, and we will cover the sections as per the means the syllabus. Okay, so coming to the board now. See, so first we see that is in the mensuration basically means what we do generally. We do the measurements. Okay, what we do? We generally do the measurements. Okay, and measurement if we talk about, so अगर हम अपने आसपास देखें तो हमें दो तरह के फिगर्स दिखाई देते हैं मींस आमतौर से. वन इज 2D एंड वन इज 3D. ओके, तो जब हम बात करते हैं मींस एरिया की, ओके जब हम बात करते हैं दैट इज एरिया मींस इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट टू प्लेन्स or you can say it is talking about two dimensions. Okay, it is talking about two dimensions. And if you're talking about the surface area or volume, it is talking about three dimensions. It's talking about three dimensions. For example, we have the x-axis, we have the y-axis, we have the z-axis. Okay, now if we talk about certain figures, like as I will draw over here, for example, if I have drawn this square, let me choose. Now if I have drawn this square, okay, and if I have drawn one cube, like this. So what you observe over here, axis like x and y, this is the third axis, that is the z axis. So if you see this is square, you will understand this. Okay, if you see this is square, okay, so see, if you consider this point, that is a point of origin, consider this point as a point of origin, then you have this side in one axis and this side in another axis, means talking about x and y. Understood? But if you will see the cuboid over here, okay, means if you will see the cuboid over here, what will happen? Means it is covering what? See, it is covering, if you will see here, let us take this as an example. So that you can visualize it very easily. That is more important. Okay, let me draw. Wait a second. So that you can visualize in according to this only. Okay. So this is, see this. So if we take this as an origin, so this side, see, this is in the x-axis, this side lies in the y-axis, and this side, it has got the z-axis. Okay, and you know that this is what? Three-dimensional figure. Three-dimensional figure, or you can call it as a solid figure. We call it as a solid figure. Okay, and this one is what? The two-dimensional figure. Okay, this one is two-dimensional figure, or simply you call it a plane figure. This is call it a plane figure. So a plane figure is what means which covers means the two axes, which covers the two axes, which lies at the two axes, and the three-dimensional figures are though means which is having what, the three axes. See this, one side is towards the x-axis, one side is towards the y-axis, and one side is towards the z-axis. And all these are lying what? Means these are lying means x and y are perpendicular to each other. Y and z will be perpendicular to each other. And x and z will be perpendicular to each other. Means this is like this. Okay. Means if you're seeing me, for example, if you do like this. Okay. So this one is what? X. This one is what? Y. This one is what? That is z. Okay. X, y, and z axis. Okay, all are perpendicular to each other. Getting my point? So all those figures that will cover all three dimensions, that will be considered as three-dimensional figure, or you call it a solid figure. For example, this mobile. So this mobile is what? A three-dimensional figure. Why? Because it is covering the three dimensions of the space. Means x-axis, then y-axis, then z-axis. Okay. So in this chapter, what you study when you talk about area and perimeter, just you have to study means if you talk about area and perimeter means that will be considered for the plane figures. And if you're talking about the surface area, you're talking about the volume means it is considered, it is associated with the three-dimensional. Got the point? Got the concept? Okay, so for a plane figure means having two dimensions which exists in two dimensions, you have to focus on area and perimeter, and the questions will be according to it. Okay, now if we talk first about the plane figures, if we talk about the plane figures, okay, for example, triangle. Okay, now first if we talk about the triangle, then yeah, that is for the security check. Wait a second, wait. Yes, your name and number, that is for the security reason and all, means I have talked to them because that is annoying. I don't know when they are going to just, the developers, they are going to just remove it. Okay, so if we talk about the triangle, triangle is what? The plane figure. Okay, triangle is what? The plane figure. Okay, this one is A vertex, that is B and C. So when we talk about the area of a triangle, see this, when we have the area, when we talk about the area, see what is the formula? That is half into base into height. For example, this is the height, that is D. Okay, so this, when we talk about area, what is the concept? Means area comes when you multiply two dimensions. See this, half is a constant value, that will remain half, the value will remain half. Means see, you are multiplying what? Base, you are multiplying the base and height, you are multiplying two dimensions. See this. Okay, so area will come when you will multiply two means dimensions, or you can say two sides. Okay, so that's why in the area what you get the units like centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square. Getting my point? Why this square is there? Because you are going to multiply two means sides to calculate the area. So whenever the area has to be calculated, then always there will be a product of two dimensions. Okay, this concept that you have to keep in mind. Now, if we talk about the perimeter of triangle, obviously perimeter is what? Sum of all sides. sum of all sides. Okay, means all sides sum. Why? Because perimeter is simply what? Perimeter is simply the boundary of the figure. Simply the boundary of the figure. What you find in the boundary, just add it, you will get the perimeter. So why did you mark it D? Where D? I have marked it H. This is H, beta. H means this is AD. This vertex I'm talking about D. So this vertex has to be given some figure, na? Okay, now in the similar way, if we talk about square, see, if we talk about a square, that is also another plane figure. So if we talk about the area of a square, see, again you are going to multiply area of a square. For example, this is vertex A, B, C and D. So that will be, see, side into side. See this, to calculate the area, what you are doing? To calculate the area, we are again multiplying two sides. So the product of two sides will give you area. Okay, अब देखो एक सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट है. मान लो मैंने यहां पे कुछ पॉइंट्स बनाए 1 2 3 4. ओके 1 2 3 4. बहुत ध्यान से समझना है इसको. ओके, अब देखो इधर देखो, इस लाइन में कितने पॉइंट्स हैं? 1 2 3 4. इस लाइन में, पहली लाइन में कितने पॉइंट्स है? 1 2 3 4. जब 4 into 4 करोगे तो 16 आ गया. तो देखो टोटल यहां पे 16 पॉइंट्स आ गए. यहां पे तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ा? 4 को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ा. तो जितने पॉइंट्स थे वो आ गए. यस और नो? Yes, Mohammed. Voice is not, again issue is there. Beta, my voice is clear right now. From here it is streaming well now. सारा issue सही हो गया. It is streaming well now. Okay. तो जैसे हमने यहाँ पे चार चार पॉइंट्स बनाए, सपोज करो यहां पे मैंने एक स्क्वायर बनाया. इसको सपोज करना बहुत अच्छे से, ठीक है. अब ये जो स्क्वायर है, ये अब स्क्वायर है यानी प्लेन फिगर है, मींस इट इज मेड अप ऑफ इनफाइनाइट लाइंस. यस और नो? इट विल बी मेड अप ऑफ इनफाइनाइट लाइंस. यस और नो? Yes, Mohammed. Mohammed. Infinite lines. Infinite lines. अब देखो, जैसे यहां पे हमने 4 पॉइंट्स बनाए और फिर इस पहली रो में 4 पॉइंट्स बनाए, उसी तरीके से सपोज करो यहां पे इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट्स हैं. यानी देखो यहां पे क्या कर रहे हो? साइड इनटू साइड. ओके, तो दिस साइड विल कवर इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट्स. कई सारे पॉइंट्स होंगे जो मिलके एक लाइन बना रहे होंगे. उसकी लेंथ है फॉर एग्जांपल 5 सेंटीमीटर. इसी तरीके से इस वाली लाइन पे इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट्स होंगे जो मिलके एक लाइन बना रहे हैं जिसकी लेंथ है 5 सेंटीमीटर. ऑब्वियसली व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू मल्टीप्लाई दिस 5 into 5, it is going to give you the information of the whole plane figure or not? It will cover the whole area? Yes or no? See, so in the similar way, what we are going to have means when we have the area, then we have the, you will notice this in each and every plane figure. Now, if we talk about the perimeter of a square, perimeter of a square, so that will be what? That is 4 into side, because all sides are same. So that's why 4 into side, that will give you sum of all sides, that is AB plus BC plus CD into AD. Because if it will be X, then it will be X, then it will be X, and this will be X. Okay, so that will be the perimeter of a square. Okay, now coming to the next, third, that is rectangle. Now, if we talk about this rectangle, that is having A, B, C, and D as a vertices, this length is L, this one is breadth. So we know that area of rectangle, that is what? Perimeter, that is 4 into side. 4 into side. Okay, so that will be length into breadth. Okay, length into breadth. Now, if you talk about the perimeter of rectangle, again, see, you have the product, what? Say this, that is a product of 2 dimensions. That is going to give you the area. Now, perimeter of rectangle, that is 2 into length plus breadth. 2 into length plus breadth. Okay. Now coming to the next one, means we have the typical parallelogram also. Okay, this one is P, Q, R, and S. Okay, now this one is what? The height of the parallelogram. This will be considered the height, and this will be considered as the base of the parallelogram. Okay, base of the parallelogram. So if we talk about the area of a parallelogram, so that will be, see, this is what? In the rectangle, what we have? We have the length, that is the base into height. So in the similar way for the parallelogram, we have the base into height. Base into height. Okay. So area of parallelogram will be what? That is the base into height. Okay, now coming to the perimeter of parallelogram. Perimeter of parallelogram. See, so obviously all sides, sum of all sides, that is PQ, QR, RS, and PS. That will be sum of all sides. Sum of all sides. Or you can say 2 into. Okay, now this one is, for example, this cannot be, see, in rectangle you can call it breadth. But this is not breadth. QR is one side. You cannot call it a breadth because breadth should be perpendicular to another side. Okay, so in this way we say what? The sum of all sides. Or if you are considering this, for example, a small p, and this one considering as a small q, then this will be 2 into p plus q. That will be the perimeter of a parallelogram. Okay, now coming to the next, and that is trapezium. That is P, Q, R, S. Now, area of trapezium. Now, consider this as one side A. Consider this as the largest side, which is considered to be B. And the height. This one is height of the trapezium, which is considered to be H. Okay, so what is the area of trapezium? That will be half P and Q, that is the length of sides. PQ is the length, where P is denoted as a length. Got clear? Length means beta lambai. I said for Q means if you're talking about breadth, breadth means the width. So the width has to be perpendicular, na? You cannot call this QR as width. आप इसको चौड़ाई नहीं कह सकते हो. कभी भी आप मेजर करते हो तो सीधा सीधा करते हो. ठीक है, in terms of that, so QR will also be considered as a length. Don't get confused it with the length in particular to the rectangle. Length is a general term also. Okay, so that will be what? Half into sum of parallel, because trapezium is what? Trapezium is a quadrilateral in which at least one pair of sides are parallel. So small a and small b are the parallel sides, and these P, S and QR are the non-parallel sides. So we have to sum the parallel sides into height of trapezium. So that is half into, that is A plus B. We have to sum the parallel sides and then into height, that is the area of trapezium. So again, see, when you will sum two parallel sides of a trapezium and you will multiply it with height, again you are doing what? You are doing the multiplication of two dimensions. Okay, you are multiplying two figures so as to get the area. Got my point? Okay, and if you talk about the perimeter, obviously you are going to sum all four sides. That's it. That will be the perimeter of the trapezium. Perimeter means simply sum all sides. Now coming to the next. Okay, that is a circle. Now we know that from the center to the circumference, this is considered to be R. That is the radius of the circle. Okay, radius of the circle. Now if we talk about the area of a circle, that is C, pi. Now pi value is constant. It is an irrational number. The value is constant. Okay. R square means what is R square? See, again you are doing what? R into R. You are multiplying two figures so as to get what? So as to get the area. Okay. So area of circle, that is pi R square. Pi is constant. So we have to see what the variable. So this is R. So it is giving you R square to get the area. In a similar way, perimeter of a circle. So that is going to give you 2 pi R. So here see, you have only R as variable. 2 and pi are constant values. So you are multiplying, you are having only multiplication of a constant and a dimension. So it is giving you what? The perimeter, the boundary, or you can say the circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle. Okay, that is 2 pi r. Okay, now coming to the next, that is I will draw with my hand on. Wait, means that is this AB and okay, so this is what the circle, this is semicircle. I've not drawn correctly, but this is what the semicircle. This will be the center. Obviously, this will also be the radius r, this will be the radius r, this will be the radius r. So obviously the area of semicircle, semi means half. So area of semicircle is going to be pi r square by 2, means that is the half of it. And if we talk about the perimeter of semicircle, perimeter, so you have to see it very keenly. The perimeter, just look here. See, for the perimeter, as I said, perimeter is what? The boundary. So if you see the semicircle, in a boundary, you have got one arc which must be added and one diameter which has to be added. Say this diameter plus this arc will give you the semi-perimeter of the semicircle. Got the point? Okay, so if we talk about the semicircle, then what we will have now means how we will see this. So what is this arc? This arc is the half of the circumference. So this arc will be 2 pi r by 2 because this arc is half. So 2 pi r is full circumference. So that is 2 plus that is diameter. This is diameter from here to here. That is plus d, or you can call it r. So this will be pi r plus d. That is pi r plus d. Okay, or you can write it as pi r plus 2r because that is the diameter. So r pi plus 2. This is also another form. Okay, to calculate the perimeter of a semicircle. So pi r plus d, or you can say r into pi plus 2. That is what the semicircle. Okay, हो गया? आगे बढ़े अब. यस बेटा, आगे बढ़े. Shield parallelogram means? Okay, show. Yes, here it is. Okay, now coming to the next, and that is equilateral triangle. Okay, now if we talk about equilateral triangle, for example, all three sides are same. Suppose this is A, so this will also be A, and this one will also be A. Okay. So if we talk about the area of an equilateral triangle, so So that will be root 3 by 4a square. Okay, root 3 by 4 is a constant value. Again, what you are getting? You are getting what? The product of two sides. Okay, see the product. That is a square. That is a into a. Now, if we talk about the perimeter of an equilateral triangle, so that it will be what? 3 into sides, because sum of all sides, so all sides are same, or you can say that will be 3 into a. Okay, so that is about the triangle. Next one, that is a polygon. See this, if we talk about a polygon means minimum 3 sides. We have talked about the triangle. That could be square, that could be rectangle, that could be pentagon, that could be hexagon. Okay, decagon, nonagon means there are different kinds of means polygon, you can say, depending on the number of sides. It could have 4, it could have 5, it could have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, but if you're getting a polygon, for example, what I'm trying to say, suppose I have drawn here a polygon. This is a polygon. It is a typical polygon. Okay. Now we have to calculate what? It's a pentagon. It's an irregular pentagon. Irregular, why? Because all five sides are not equal to each other, na? So it is a pentagon with irregular sides. Means all sides are of variable lengths. Okay. Okay, got the point? No. I said you got the point. This is irregular pentagon. Why? Because all sides are not equal. Okay, now if we have to calculate the area of this, now what we do generally, now we don't have any fixed formula for a pentagon or a hexagon. Means if we're talking about that is irregular one and all. So what we will do, now if we are getting the polygons and we have to find the formula, so we will divide it into small polygons, and that the best one that we must divide it in the form of triangles, or trapezium we get, or rectangle we get, or typical parallelogram we get. Means we divide this polygon into small, you can say, a different easy form of polygons. For example, if I have to calculate this, the area of this polygon, if I will connect this, so what I get now? I get a triangle and again a quadrilateral. Okay, and if I will connect this, now what I have got? Now I have got 3 triangles. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now if I draw perpendicular to this, means the measurement, for example, here it is given, as you are seeing here, 2.3 centimeter is here. Okay, and we have drawn AC also, that is from here to here. So if we will calculate the area of this triangle or not, can we calculate the area of this triangle or not with half into base into, for example, this is D, that is BD, yes or no? A to D, why? If you will connect A to D, so again you are getting A, B, C, D, a quadrilateral. Then again you have to divide into 2 triangles. No, beta, A to D, you will get a triangle. But what about A, B, C, D? Wait a second, beta, wait. So we can divide it into different triangles. So we can calculate the area of these triangles, means as I have drawn the height over here, so we can calculate this area by half into base into height, and we can draw also the height over here, so we can calculate the half into base into height, and we can draw the height over here, so we can calculate the half into base into height. So when we will combine the area of this first triangle, second triangle, third triangle, we can have the area of the polygon. And you can divide means all these means the polygon into in different way also. Okay, that is AD, and we can connect it with BD, because if you're not connecting it, this ABCD is not any spatial quadrilateral. It is not forming a square. It is not forming a trapezium. It is not forming you can say any parallelogram. Okay, so you can't apply the formula on it. You can't apply the formula on it. Okay, so obviously in these cases, if you are getting some parallelogram, if you are getting some square, if you are getting some triangle, if you are getting some trapezium, then you can apply the formula also directly. But here we are not getting, so it's better to divide it into two triangles. Okay, so when we'll draw height over there, then we can also draw height over here also, and we can have the height over here also. So we can calculate by this, means half into base, this is base AD, for example this is M, so half into AD into EM, that will give you the area of 1. Okay, then half into AD into, for example this is N, that is BN, that is going to give you the area of the triangle of this triangle. Okay, and again you can have, that is CQ, that is half into base, that is BD, and into CQ. Okay, that is first and second and third. Okay, we have got the three triangles. When we will sum the area of these three triangles, then we will get the area of the polygon. Area of polygon. Got the point? Yes, Moimin. Actually, beta, I'm just giving you, obviously this is the same formula. You don't have to just copy it like this. I'm just giving you an example. Means it is talking about half into base into height. That is a formula that we had already discussed. Means I'm just telling you how the polygon formula, polygon area is calculated. Okay, so that's why I'm writing like this, means half into base into height, half into base into height, half into base into height. Okay. That we will see when we will see questions now. Means from here, just want to develop the idea how the area of polygon is calculated. That means Okay, that means half into base into height. Okay. Okay, so this means today we have discussed about the plane figures. We have discussed about the plane figures, and two things we are going to witness here. One will be the area and one will be the perimeter. One will be the area and one will be the perimeter. Okay, so we will have different types of question to calculate the area, and means as it is given over here that you can see these things are discussed. Okay, as here means try these as given. So it is saying match the following figures with their respective areas in the boxes. Now this is what parallelogram. This is what a parallelogram. Okay, now here the base is given and the height is given. So what will be the area of parallelogram here? Area of parallelogram. Yes, base into height. So what will be the figure then? Figure means better when you will multiply 14 into 7. Figures of the answer. We have to match it, no? Match the following figures with their respective areas in the boxes. Yes, 98 centimeter square. 98 centimeter square. Now what about this? What will be the area of this? What figure is this? First tell me. Semicircle. So just tell me, what is this 14 centimeter? The diameter or the radius? It is the base, but this is 14 centimeter. Is it the diameter or the radius of the semicircle? Radius, how radius beta? 14 centimeter, it is extending from here to here, that is n to n. Radius only comes from the center to the circumference, and you are getting here from circumference to circumference. How it will be radius then? Will it be radius or diameter? diameter. So what will be the radius of this? Radius of the semicircle? This semicircle? 7. So just calculate the area. What will be the area of this semicircle? The formula is pi r square by 2. Just calculate it. It must not take so much time. "12. How? Just send me. WhatsApp me. How it is coming 12. This is the simple calculation, beta. Pi r square by 2. You must be able to do that. Send me the WhatsApp. Let me see what you have done. (22 by 7 into 7 square. यहाँ पे ये समझ में आ रहा है 7 का स्क्वायर हो रहा है. Now here you have done 22 by 7, then you have written 7. See, when you will not do it neat and clean, you are not going to understand yourself also what you are doing. And again you have multiplied 22 into 7. Why 2 times? Why you have multiplied 22 by 7 2 times? square you are having on 7. Square you are having on 7. For example, AB square. B square means you have to square A also. Then pi r square by 2. That is a simple calculation. Pi r square by 2. That means 22 by 7 into 7 into 7 whole upon 2. Now you will cancel it. You will get 22 into 7 by 2. 1177. Simple calculation. And you have got 22 by 7 into 7. Again you have done 22 by 7 into 7 by 2. And you are getting 24 out of it. How? Now this is a triangle. This is 9 centimeter, this is 11 centimeter, this is 14 centimeter. That is also wrong. 11. The answer will be 77. Now this is a triangle. Now this is the height of the triangle. Now when we take the formula for the triangle, that is half into base into height. So which base, which height? Means the height, base means obviously if there is a height given, that is 7 centimeter. You have got 3 sides of a triangle. Which side you will use in the formula at the place of the base? In the place of the base. Which side? You have got 9 centimeter, 11 centimeter and 14 centimeter, 3 sides of a triangle. One height is there. Yes, means on which the base is drawn. Simple. So that will be half into base into height. So that will be what? 49. So this will be connected to this, 49. This will be connected to this. This will be connected to this. Now this is a rectangle, that is base into height. Again 98 centimeter square. This is a square, 7 sevens are 49 centimeter square. Okay, just tell me what will be the perimeter of each shape. That is telling you to calculate the perimeter. Now I am talking about this semicircle. What will be the perimeter of this? Semicircle. Okay, wait. I will give you an assignment. Now today's assignment is this. This one. Now just one question with you. This is 7 centimeter height, means that is the height of a parallelogram. Will this also be 7 centimeter? Good, means no. Then if you have to calculate the perimeter of this parallelogram, so that will be, obviously this is 14, so this will also be 14. But perimeter, for perimeter you must know these sides also, na? Now you have got the area, that is 98 centimeter square. So how you will do this? This is also 14. And the parallelogram is what? Base into height. So for perimeter, you have to see, you must know these sides also. Then it will give you perimeter. The rectangle or the semicircle or the triangle or the square, that is fine. But this parallelogram, you have only this one, that is 7 centimeter height, which is not same as this. But for a perimeter, for this, you need this side also. Now you have to apply. You may take the help of the internet from the resources. Just apply your brain how you will calculate this so that to get the perimeter. Or is there any formula for the parallelogram for the perimeter? What the point? So this is your assignment, to calculate the perimeter of each shape given in this. That is all 5. Okay then, so meeting you tomorrow. Complete the assignment on time. Okay then. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.